Tanya Thomas walked in, and the doctors told her, "You got pancreatic cancer, and there's nothing we can do." Whatever you need to do, you need to take care of, because your days are numbered. What does it do? It makes an individual look at what really matters. I feel the Holy Ghost is trying to bring this congregation to a point and to a place that whatever comes tomorrow, we know that we have been fighting a good fight. Come on. Too many of us have been playing games with God. Too many of us have said it doesn't matter. But I come with a word for somebody. It's a matter of priority. What is that? That is that which matters the most. Brother Danny Turner came by my house a few days ago. Yeah, I was turkey hunting. Me and him has had the privilege of hunting on a piece of ground that right now he can hunt on and I can't. Used to, I could hunt on it and he couldn't. But a dear man in our part of the country that owns several hundred acres, probably money was not a matter with him. But while working out in his shop in April, working on a hot water heater that he should have went and bought a brand new one up, it blowed up in his face, and he ran out, caught on fire, and died a few minutes later while they went to get help. I've come to tell somebody it doesn't matter whether you're a rich man or a poor man. I just got a feeling that if you got a few seconds between this world and that world, the only thing that really matters is knowing that everything is right between you and God. Why? Because you ain't gonna take anything. I'm telling somebody that tonight God has walked in here to shake us and to wake us to what really matters the most. Lift up your hands and love him with me, church. My God, I feel the Holy Ghost. Would you raise your hands with me once again? I'm not in no hurry tonight, but I feel God dealing. I don't know what you came expecting this first night, but I believe I've heard from God. I want to read a letter in your hearing tonight. Lenin, a very young communist man who was engaged to be married in a short time, wrote a letter to his fiancée, breaking off their engagement. He began his letter with these words: "We communists embrace one philosophy that controls our lives. There is not enough money that you can buy it. We have a cause to be faithful to and to fight for it. We have a definite purpose for our lives. We voluntarily surrender our egos and our personal goals to be a part of this great human movement. If we suffer in the process, we are compensated with the happiness of contributing to something that is new, that is true, and that is for the progress of the human race. There is not one thing that I would not give, and there is not one thing that I would not sacrifice for the progress of this cause. It is my life. It is my passion. It is my relationship. It is my hobby. It is my darling. In fact, it is my lover. It is my bread and it is my water. In the day I work with it. In the night I drink with it. It burns brighter every day like a flame that cannot never be quenched. That is why I'm writing to you, because I cannot establish a loving relationship, not a friendship, not even start a conversation without getting involved with the force that controls and dominates my life. I have been put in prison for my thoughts and ideals, and I am willing to stand before a firing squad necessary to defend this cause. It is my one and my only priority, and I've come to tell you that if a young man could fall in love with the thoughts of communists like that, how about we who have been blood bought, who know truth, who know about the delivering power of a God who brought us out. I'm telling somebody, it must be our priority. Saints of God, you and I can be a witness or let the world go down a road of destruction. But it's a matter of priority. We can do nothing or we can stand and shout it from the mountaintop. We have the answer. We know the answer. Let us tell you about Jesus Christ. We can preach a message of love or we can hold our peace. We can tell of forgiveness or let sin abound. But it's a matter. Somebody help me. It's a matter of priority. I can go to ladies' prayer meeting, ladies, or I can go to the mall to shop. What will determine what I do will be my priority. Woo. I can sing in the choir, young people, or be a member of the local student council in my high school. What will determine what I do will be my priority. I can be faithful to all church activities, or I can be the star basketball player on our team. I can be the pastor's right-hand man, or I can go join the army. Woo. I can be the youth director or the CEO of my company. I come to tell somebody that where it's really going to matter is when it comes down to our last breath and we cross over to the other side. That's when we'll determine what was really the greatest of all priorities. Come on, somebody. I didn't walk in here tonight to play games with anybody, but I have come to give a message to somebody who needs to catch on fire with the baptism of the Holy Ghost. This is my life. This is my love. This is my priority. We're living in a day and an age where we're just going through the motions of church. A few nights ago, I got down to pray with a young man at an altar. And it's a good thing I wasn't his pastor, because my face got red like my daddy's did whenever he got mad. But instead of praying and seeking God like we thought he was texting underneath the altar. You ain't going to get nothing in a service like that. And furthermore, you're wasting my time. I was appalled. I'll just go ahead and tell it. I went to Because of the Times this year, a crowd of 5,000 ministers and the ministry. And we, honest to God, could not hear what the preacher was saying because we was worried about who had called us. And who wasn't texting was on the internet. I want to tell us, we got things all wrong. You can go to these big conferences and they can tell you about 5,000 people. But not telling you not all 5,000 is going to make it. Come on, somebody. We want to say that big things are the best things. That's not necessarily true. I've come to submit this to you. What's the difference between a congregation of 50 that's going to heaven than a congregation of 500 and 450 have their priorities wrong? I didn't come here to be popular. I didn't come here to be famous. But I come to tell you that we've got a church world that's messed up on their priority. Had a pastor's wife during a Sunday afternoon service was worried about whether the Dallas Cowboys were winning or not. And yet you want to look me in the eye and tell me to pray for your kids? I didn't come here to brag. I'll put my prayer life up to anybody in this house. But don't expect me to do something you're not doing. I come to tell you, if you're not concerned about your kids, I want to tell us as apostolics, if we believe that hell is hot, we ought to be able to cry and to weep over lost souls that are on their way to hell. We got parents that want to tell us about their lost kids, but they're not willing to pray until they shake heaven. What's the matter? I'm telling you, it's not top priority. Lift up your hands. We need to wait on God here a moment.